Hello, friends, family, and soon-to-be friends. Today, what we're going to do is take the information we learned about last time with these lovely sheets, what's recyclable and not recyclable, and bring it to use. But we're going to do it in kind of a more fun way than just recycling our own stuff. So I have a few things that I'm going to be using. 2 plastic bags because we're gonna go outside. 2 gloves, 1 for each hand because we do not want to get dirty. And then we're going to do face mask because we want to protect ourselves from COVID-19. All right, so one of these bags is going to be for, you guessed it, recycling. And the other bag is going to be for garbage. And that's why we have to remember our lessons from last week to hope that we can throw away what needs to be thrown away and recycle what needs to be recycled. Now we're going to go outside onto my street because it's something I've wanted to do for a while as my earring is stuck. And we're gonna clean up the street because there's nothing that says I love the earth more than cleaning up the street that you live in. Now, I moved where I live about a year ago, and I did notice that it piles up on the wood side. So that's where we're gonna head out, and we're gonna have a little fun trying to figure out what we can recycle, what we can't recycle, while cleaning up our planet. Doesn't that sound exciting? I know, it really does. All right, let's get to it. So basically what I just did was put on my gloves and my face mask, make sure I'm prepared for this adventure. Want to be safe with those gloves and mask. First thing I picked up was a cigarette bud. Cigarette butts are a huge issue, not only on the ground that you walk on, not only on the earth that we walk on, but in our ocean. So we always want to make sure that we are picking up cigarette butts, and if you notice someone who smokes, throws their cigarette butts out the window, tell them to put it in somewhere else. Make sure they're throwing it away properly and not, littering the earth with it. On my way, I found a lot. Probably the most thing I found were cans. Cans. Cans are made of, you guessed it, aluminum. Aluminum is 100% recyclable. And if you didn't know this, because of COVID, obviously there are a lot of shortages on a lot of different items. One of those items is aluminum. So recycling that aluminum is going to help a lot of different companies, going to help a lot of people with a lot of different jobs. So we're not only helping the planet when we're recycling aluminum, we are helping our economy when we are recycling aluminum. Other things that I found while I was out there were a few water bottles, other plastic bags, and just, garbage in general. There were other bottles that I found, plastic bottles, that were just covered in dirt. So I had to put those into the trash, unfortunately. But, better into the trash than out in our streets. So I'm just going to continue picking up a few more things, separating them, making sure they're in the correct bag. When I get back, I did not videotape this. I did put the recycling into a recycling can without the bag because, as we remember, the bags themselves are not recyclable. And then the bag with the garbage directly into a garbage can. So once we get back, we're going to wash up and talk a little bit more. Here we go. Okay, so we just came back inside from bringing in the garbage and recycling. We're going to wash these gloves. They are really dish gloves, but I use them for cleaning up the streets. Make sure they're nice and clean. Don't want any germs, definitely don't want any COVID. After we're done washing these gloves, we're gonna take them off, let them hang out in the drying rack, and we're gonna wash our hands too. Because you can never be too safe, especially when it comes to cleaning up other people's germs, you know? All right. Okay, so the things that we did today. We prepared, so we got a mask, we got gloves, we had 2 bags. By the way, I did not mention this earlier, but those 2 bags were from grocery stores. Most of the time, my boyfriend and I do both use reusable bags, but of course there are times where we either forget or don't realize that we have to stop at the grocery store to pick up a few things, and it's not just it's too many things that I can just hold on the way out, so we do end up using bags. But those bags can always be used for, you know, picking up garbage off the side of the road, or using it in smaller trash holders, like in your bathroom. So we do use them for that when we use them as well. So we used those bags, and then we went out and we picked up some trash. I did not videotape the specific things that I picked up because of the brands that are on there. So the majority of things that I ended up picking up were cigarette butts, cans, water bottles, some cardboard, and some plastic bags. I think that's everything. There were some other bottles. Now, if you remember from last week, you cannot throw recycling with the recycling if it's too dirty. So there were, I think, 2 bottles that just covered in dirt that I ended up putting into the trash instead of recycling because they were beyond the point where I could clean them. Other than that, most of the cans and bottles I just emptied out. They just either had water left in them or some beverage still left in them. So that's what we did today. We're gonna go over one more thing. Alright, I just really wanted to end this video outside so we can see what we're trying to protect and what we're trying to keep healthy. I'm lucky enough that I live in the woods, and I just want to show you all of this beauty right here. I have a family of groundhogs that live back here. I have a family of deer. I have a mole. And although I might not enjoy them for my plants sometimes, it really is a wonderful thing to be able to experience this on a daily basis. So I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making this, and hope you tune in next time.